And good afternoon, Monday afternoon, and just done the clean up from Sunday's home game. To be honest, that's not taken me long at all to show you. So that was the track used yesterday. Very light marking in the crease. Nothing deep enough to actually do any work with, which is nice. Given some of the comments on the Facebook group, can I just point out that no marks made by the wicketkeeper. So well done, those people. We are, as you can see, there's a little mark at the back of the middle stump there. We do put the same mark, just been put down, on the middle stump, actually on the crease. I find it seems to reduce the amount of scratching that some batsmen do. Don't mind scratching, digging a trench. I'm usually then sort of calibrating the scope on the rifle. Only kidding, guys, or am I? But yeah, it's worth it for the few seconds it takes to put down. If it stops anything, it's worth it. It really is worth it. Right, bit of a landmark on this. This is the last fresh strike I will be preparing this season. Just giving it a light cut. I haven't rolled it. That's the marks are the rollers from that track. So that's going to get used next weekend. It will do 2 days, and then the following week we've got our last league home fixture on here, followed a week later by what we call our Big Bash, or Barker's Big Bash. That's in memory of one of our players, James Barker, who tragically died of heart issues. Still quite young. It's the morning of a game, and Jim was a legendary batsman and particularly one of the straightest and hardest strikers of a cricket ball you will ever see. He has cleared those trees, and he's cleared those trees. Phenomenal. There's 3 clubs locally that he's associated with over his career in North Lincolnshire. That's ourselves, Oakborough and Barton Cricket Club. So the last game here will be, not quite sure the format, it'll probably be a sort of 2020 or maybe a 15 overs. I think they're still deciding on that. Basically, a bit of fun, end of season, barbecue. We're going to be raising money for, I think it's Heartbeat of Sport it's called. They help supply defibrillators to cricket clubs and probably other sports as well. Well worth supporting. I will put donation details on in the comments at the bottom of the video. I don't think I've ever asked anybody on these videos to donate or contribute or do anything except, please watch. If you are able to make a donation of any size to this cause, then I'm going to say thank you. it is a good cause, and it is one that's very dear to the heart of this club in particular, given that we lost one of the best players I've ever seen hit a cricket ball, way too young. Yeah, it's one of those things. If you can donate, thank you. If you can't, it's okay. I'm not about to start climbing into anybody. There's lots of things you pull on the money in your wallet these days. So if you can't, that's fine. But if you can, I would appreciate it. Good morning and welcome back to Normanby Park Cricket Club. It's Thursday morning, well, Thursday lunchtime, and just a bit of nice striping get done today. Not available to work on the ground tomorrow as I've got an umpiring appointment, so get as much as I can done today before the match on Saturday. I can finish off Saturday morning. Did a last home game for our first team, and that's nearly the end of the season. Don't know whether to talk about this bit, but I am going to. Excuse the hesitation. I always work without a script. I know there was a subject I touched on a few videos back, which was like anxiety, mental health type thing. I received an email the other day from Lincolnshire Cricket. He's basically, I got nominated for an awards last year. Nothing happened in terms of, we had COVID and everything, but basically I've been invited to Trent Bridge. A full day out there watching Nottinghamshire v Yorkshire, and it's the whole lot. It's a suite, it's the meals and the host and what have you, and I am so grateful. Like everybody that probably watches it, they don't do this for reward. This is not a job. Don't get paid for it. But it's very human to like to be appreciated. The issue I've got, and this is something I haven't talked about before, and if it upsets anybody, I'm sorry, but there you go. I was involved in the Hillsborough disaster as a member of police staff. Now, I'm not opening up a can of worms talking about that. The result to me was eventually a case of PTSD. And one of the symptoms is I basically stopped going to sports events. Groups of people, sort of large groups of people, as you would get, particularly if there's a couple of drinks around, make me anxious, scared, if you will. I want to run home. There's been a few other side effects as well, one of which is I keep cutting grass. But no, that's a serious thing. It's a proper diagnosis and what have you. And so, despite that incredible offer, I was very reluctant to say yes. But I have done, and I have explained that if I suddenly have to disappear halfway through the day, please don't think bad of me. It's nothing you're doing wrong. This is, no one says it's all in your head. Yeah, it bloody is. But yeah, I'm incredibly grateful to my club for nominating me. It is nice to be acknowledged, even though, as I say, we don't do it for that. So very, very strange emotions. I am going to be anxious on the day. I'm sure it will be fine. But for anybody out there that suffers from things like this, I think you'll understand. And if I have to leave, I can leave. The hardest lesson to learn in all this was self-care, knowing when something is too much and walking away, not being scared to walk away. So, right, that's the heavy stuff. The sun is shining, and so are the stripes. Really, who'd want to do a job in an office? Like I did for 30 years. This is much better. Right, I'm going to have a little lunch break, since it's also lunch at the test, and I'll crack on with a little bit more work. See you in a bit.